Hey y'all, it's MP Erica from Mantra Aesthetic Studio in Virginia Beach, Virginia, back with another edition of Talking Talks with MP Erica. Now, this episode, I'm probably only going to answer one question because I feel like it was an amazing question and I did not want to cut it off. I want to give y'all all the juicy details. So, today's episode will be about how can I make my Botox last longer? That's an amazing question. Now let's get into it. Now, anyone that gets Botox, including professionals, knows how it feels to spend your hard-earned dollars on a Botox treatment for it to wear off a month later. So I'm going to try to dedicate this episode to giving you a deeper understanding of the correlation between how Botox works and how the things that you can do or not do will affect the longevity of your treatment. So how long does it take Botox to work? So typically it can take about 5 days for you to start to notice the decrease in movement and a full 14 days for Botox to fully do what it's gonna do. So we usually say don't love or hate your Botox treatment till 14 days. Now this differs with the other neurotoxins like Dysport, Xeomin, Jeuveau. Dysport has the fastest onset and I think next is Xeomin and Jeuveau, respectively. When you go to get your injectable treatment, just make sure you talk to your provider about which neurotoxin they're using and what the expected onset of this neurotoxin would be. For the sake of this video and just the digestibility of the content, we're gonna stick with talking about Botox. Okay, so let's get into the juicy details. What can affect the longevity of your Botox? The first thing is sunscreen. Hello. This is actually a requirement for my patient. I do not particularly care for you to spend a few $100s with me to then leave and not protect yourself from the sun. It is well known that UV rays from the sun can cause sun damage, contribute to fine lines and wrinkles, and worse, skin cancer.
It's time for another coat.
We've got to look our best.
So if you don't wear sunscreen or don't have sunscreen and you're investing in Botox or neurotoxin treatments, please go get some SPF 30 with a quickness, please, or else you're just throwing your money out the window or into somebody else's window, however you want to look at it. Another thing that has been shown to affect the longevity of your Botox treatments are HIIT workouts. Random, right? While high-intensity interval training workouts are great for losing weight and torching calories, it's really hard to ignore this intriguing correlation. So, high-intensity workouts increase your baseline metabolism, potentially causing you to break down and metabolize Botox quicker than you anticipated. But this is not a call to action to not work out, because what healthcare provider would say that, and I want to keep my license. Consider workouts that are low or moderate in intensity. That way you still get the health benefits, but less potential for your Botox to wear off faster. A brisk walk, yoga, meditation, just make it a whole self-care movement. So instead of HIIT workouts, you do lit workouts. Yeah? No? Okay. Alright, I get it. The next thing I want to touch on that can affect your longevity of your Botox are high stress levels. High stress levels produce high cortisol levels, a hormone that pretty much wreaks havoc on your body and your body's inflammatory processes. Stress in general can crank up the muscle tension, which could actually work against your Botox treatment. Also, these cortisol levels contribute to chronic inflammation, which is not good for your skin. Chronic inflammation can actually contribute to fine lines and wrinkles, aging of your skin. In the meantime, there's nothing wrong with meditating, hiking, or yoga, which again goes back to self-care and find your inner peace. Why not? Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't really consider it bad news, but if you smoke and you get Botox, you might want to stop. Cigarettes and vapes can contain nicotine, which is a known carcinogen, but also has a constrictive effect on your blood vessels. So what does this mean for your treatment? Botox is most effective in areas that are receiving adequate blood flow. So based on this theory, it is thought that the constrictive effect of nicotine can affect the distribution of your Botox. There's more research that needs to occur for this to be a strong correlation, but again, smoking has so many other negative effects. It's just good overall to stop if you want to help with anti-aging treatments. Quality skincare. Quality skincare is so important, and it looks different for everyone. For me, I feel like something is better than nothing. If you're someone that is going to choose between a Botox treatment and skincare, I'm not going to try to sell you medical grade skincare. I want you to go to somewhere over the counter and get sunscreen and get gentle cleansers and get a couple of serums or whatnot. Anything will help. Because at the end of the day, a good skincare regimen helps with skin renewal and also skin rejuvenation. And not everybody's needs are the same. Some people just want to maintain a nice youthful glow and they don't have any active issues they want to correct, while others have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, a lot of skin laxity, and they need those heavy hitters. They need that medical grade skincare. But either way, you need some sort of skincare routine that is healthy for your skin that will then allow you to maintain the results of your Botox a little bit longer. The right dose. Dose equals duration. Can't say this enough. Administering the correct amount of neurotoxin determines how effective it is at stopping the muscle movement. Too little Botox over long periods of time can not only lead to suboptimal results and a dissatisfaction, but it also can help you build a tolerance to Botox, causing what we call dose creep, or a need to increase your dose over time to get the same result. A skilled and experienced provider is able to help you determine what dose of Botox is effective for you. However, the FDA says it's 64 units, so for most people, you'll probably wind up around there. Zinc supplementation. Okay, so this is a little bit controversial, but let's talk about the research. So in 2012, there was a research study that was conducted that studied giving Botox patients 50 milligrams of zinc along with a Phaetase enzyme, and they want to determine whether or not these things help the Botox last longer or become more effective. In all 77 patients that received the zinc and Phaetase enzyme, about 30% noticed that the Botox lasted longer and 84% felt like the Botox was stronger. Because of the profound effects that they got from this, they actually stopped the study a little bit early. Which also kind of leads us to wonder, what exactly was it that caused the Botox to last longer? Was it the 50 milligrams of zinc? Was it the fact that it was mixed with the Phaetase enzyme? Or was it the Phaetase enzyme? Or was it all three mixed together? Or was it the dose that was given? We don't know. We need more information. I would like to see some more research on this. And if anyone else has any more research articles to go through in regard to this, I would love to see it. Please DM it to me because this is really important actually. And the last thing I really want to say is really evaluate your expectations. The FDA approved a 64 unit dose for a reason, because through all of the research, this is what they found to be most effective in an upper face Botox treatment. So if you receive less than 64 units, there's a good chance that you're not going to see the results that you're hoping to see, which are the 3 months. Botox is a medication just like any other drug. It has an onset, when does it start working, a peak, when does it work the most effectively, and the duration, when does it wear off. Being aware of this will help you understand that gaining that movement back between month 2 and 3 is totally okay. You don't have to be frozen for an entire 3 months to reap the benefit of Botox. You want to actually have little breaks in between your Botox treatments so that you don't build a tolerance, because it's well known that Botox does have properties that can contribute to any bodybuilding, and you can build a tolerance. There are other neurotoxins out there that don't have that, like Xeomin. But that's another video for another day. With that, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Talking Tox with NP Erica. See you next time.